We're in the middle of spring cleaning season, and our organized guru, Helen Austin of Organized by Helen, is here to help with some tips dealing with all of those cords in your home that you don't have a place for. We all can relate to this.
Every house has them. You have that box or bag of mystery cords. We either feel like we're not tech savvy enough to know what in the world to do with them, or, and you know, technology's changed too. Yeah, because everything, you know, changes in the last decade. So what you're gonna do, I want you to gather all of your mystery cords or all the cords that are laying around the house, and you're gonna sort them out. Sort out the ones that you do know what they are, and if you don't know what they are, we're gonna get a box and we're gonna create what I like to call cord purgatory.
Okay.
Or a mystery cord box if purgatory doesn't make sense to you, but we're gonna put them in waiting for a year. Okay. So you're gonna put the date, and you don't need a fancy label for this, just write the date on the box. You can put mystery cords or whatever it is. And then if you need a cord, you'll know where to look. More than likely, it's gonna sit for a year, but you're gonna feel a lot more comfortable parting with it. And you can properly dispose of these by looking on recyclespot.org. It gives you locations where electronics can be properly disposed of.
So if you don't use it, lose it, basically, after a year.
Yeah, after a year, you're gonna feel better. You didn't need it, it can go.
So all the ones that we do know what they go to.
All the ones you think you know that you do need, like HDMI cords, I have a lot of these. Get Ziploc bags, put them all together in their Ziploc bag and mark them as to what they are. You can also go online and look at what connectors, there's images so that you can find out what your cords are.
Oh, I've never
you don't have to do that much work. I think letting them wait and see. But otherwise, the ones you're keeping, Ziploc bag them, put them into another container, just mark it cords. Keep your extension cords and your power strips separate. Just mark that. You go into these a whole lot more than we tend to, these other cords in our home. So next on to the ones that you are keeping but not using, you go ahead and consider labeling these. Now this may seem totally over the top, but if you've ever moved, and then also I think it causes the random cords that we have.
It's happening to me every year because I keep moving.
Yeah, consider marking these. Like you can use your actual label maker to tag on a label, or good old tape. You can use any kind of tape to put a label on this. But it just helps communicate who's what, especially in a household of kids and stuff who might be stealing your charger. I actually do this on purpose because they try to steal mine.
I've stolen some.
Also, these cord books are wonderful. So they have these little bungees.
I love this.
So hold this. Some of these can zip up. And this can sit nicely on a shelf in your office.
And it looks nice.
And it looks really nice. And you know where to get this stuff, and they're not all tangled up.
Well, and then they're not getting, like mine, I just throw in a drawer in my purse and they get all dirty too.
They get gross.
I mean, they get nasty.
Earbuds are kind of gross too, right? So this kind of keeps them separate. I like to mark whose earbuds are who in my household because I don't like
sharing all of them because that's
kind of gross. Another label option are these little clip-ons. They look really great, and they come actually with the little labels inside of them. And then last, also the ones you are using. So, you know, the mess that you have maybe on your office desk or at home. This is a weighted little catch for your cords. They have different sizes so that you can put your computer charger in there as well. And so this doesn't keep them, this keeps them from falling off.
And then they're not hanging all over.
Yep, and then also at home you can get these charging stations. And there are 4 little docks on the side here, and they just sit and they charge. And so this makes it a lot easier than the pile of phones or tablets and stuff that you have in your home with all the cords that you are trying to make it
Well, it keeps the cords safer too. I get like cheap cords on Amazon and I'm pulling at them all the time.
And they break,
and
they wear out.
on my couch with an extension cord and they break. And then I have to buy more. So thank you for all of the great advice today. And by the way, nice outfit because we're dressed exactly alike. I love it.
That's great.
For more from Organized by Helen, we'll have a link on KCLive.tv later on today. Thanks again. We appreciate it. All right, coming up, April is Autism Awareness Month, and one local organization is transforming lives in our community. The Scoop on Kids TLC. We'll be right back.